Big welcome to our staff that are here, our students obviously. We have a huge student body behind us of choir members, and this is just our 8th grade band this morning. Several students in the audience. Also a big welcome to our family, our friends, and most importantly our veterans that are in attendance today. I'd also like to welcome our guest speaker, Sergeant Brandon Newberry, who will be speaking later to us today. We're proud to take time today as a building and really as a community to celebrate and show appreciation for our veterans. At this time, I would ask all of those that can rise to please rise, remain standing, and be silent as Boy Scout Troop 309 presents our colors and leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color Guard, advance. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard, prepare to post the colors. Post the colors. Audience, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Scout hand salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, return. Color Guard dismissed. Audience, you may now be seated.
This morning, we do take time and recognize and celebrate our current and former military personnel here at Veterans Day at Tri-West Middle School. I do know I speak on behalf of the entire middle school staff and students, and really the community here today when I say thank you, veterans, for your service to our great nation. That's for those that serve both here and on foreign soils so we can enjoy the freedoms that we have. It's our job, really, as educators, I say this every single year, but I'd say it's our job as parents, community members, to teach our young folks the importance of Veterans Day and make sure that they show appreciation for them, not just today, but every single day. Do ask that you enjoy our program today. We'll have a guest speaker. We'll have a couple words from students and veterans that are in attendance today. Again, thank you to our veterans. At this time, I ask that you please once again rise as we honor America as our 8th grade band, under the direction of Mr. Kyle Hartzog, plays our national anthem. you may be seated. Mr. Hartzog and the 8th grade band, great rendition of our national anthem. We appreciate you. Please help me in welcoming Tri-West 8th grader Sophia Plume, who will tell us a little bit about Veterans Day and the history of Veterans Day. Sophia, come on up.
Hey guys, welcome to the Veterans Day program. Students, faculty, community, and veterans alike, thank you for being here today. We would like to take a minute to discuss with you the importance of Veterans Day, why we observe this day, and what it means to be a veteran. The day was originally known as Armistice Day and was observed in recognition of the end of the First World War. Though fighting had ceased 7 months prior, the treaty that officially ended World War I was signed in June, but armistice, temporary ban of fighting, went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. An act approved May 13, 1938, made the 11th of November in each year a legal holiday, a day to be dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be thereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. Armistice Day was primarily a day set aside to honor veterans of World War I, but after World War II required the greatest mobilization of soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen in the nation's history, and after American forces fought aggression in Korea, the 83rd Congress, and at the urging of the veteran service organizations, amended the Act of 1938 by striking out the word armistice and inserting in its place the word veterans. With the approval of this legislation, Public Law 380, on June 1st, 1954, November 11th became a day to honor American veterans of all wars.
Thank you, Sophia. I did reach out to our parents and family members to ask if any of our veterans, now obviously we have several veterans in attendance today and we certainly appreciate that, if they could say a few things about the importance of Veterans Day to them or why they served. And some of them answered both those questions as I asked. I always look at Veterans Day obviously as a way to say thank you, but to me it's also a day to just be grateful for what we have. I came into work with no worries today, other than 460 kids. But I came into work not worrying about, how I was going to get there, what I was going to eat, where I was at. That's because we live in a great country. And it's been that way since I can remember. So we need to continue thinking about why we have those freedoms and thank those individuals that gave those freedoms. But today I did want to say a few words from a few of our guests here today. Specialist Infantryman Mr. Tony Beck served 3.5 years for the United States Army. He's also the father of 8th grader Mila Beck. Mr. Beck says, Veterans Day is a time for me to think about the sacrifices made by the men and women who serve our country. It reminds me of my friends who came home from the military different than when they left, and how important it is to check on them and remind them they're not alone. It also reminds me how lucky we are to live in a country where we have so many freedoms, but that those freedoms come at a cost. I'm truly thankful for everyone who has served, and I'm proud to be one of them. United States Marine Corps Sergeant Travis Call, also a former student of mine, served 5 years from 2011 to 16. He's the father of 6th grader Elsie Call. Sergeant Call says, America has given me so much, and it feels right that I give something back while serving. Veterans Day is a powerful reminder to honor those who have served before me and those who will serve after me. And lastly, United States Army Master Sergeant Mr. Chuck Mahoney, grandfather of both Andrew and Liam Elkins, served in the United States Air Force from 1971 to 75 and the U.S. Army from 1983 to 2000, a total of 20 years. Sergeant Mahoney says, to me, Veterans Day is recognizing the living members of the U.S. military, past and present. As a combat veteran for 20 years, thoughts of serving my country come with mixed emotions. I remember those I served beside because night stalkers don't quit. Always remember, freedom isn't free. Thank you. Probably the favorite part of my Veterans Day program here at the middle school, or any Veterans Day program, is when we get to recognize all those veterans in attendance. And we're going to do that this time during the singing of our military medley. The military medley will be sung by members of our Tri-West Choir. Veterans, when you hear your branch of the military, please rise and be recognized for your service. Please welcome, as I already come to the stage here, Mr. Childs and members of our grade 6th to 8th grade choir. Thank you, Mr. Childs, and the 130 or so members of our choir. Outstanding. We appreciate it. Takes a minute just to get all that many back to their seats. At this time, if we could just one more time, all of our veterans that stood during the military medley, if you could stand and be recognized, all members of this services. Thank you. We heard earlier from some of our veterans here today. At this time, we did ask our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to just write a sampling of why Veterans Day is important to them and why we should celebrate it. We can't read a 460 responses, but we did pick one from each grade level just to share. 6th grade student Anak Olawadezi, in his words, he says, "I think Veterans Day should be to recognize the people that fought for our country in numerous wars. It's important to recognize these veterans who fought and died for our country, who shed their blood and tears for us. We'll never forget how brave they were and how brave they are." 7th grader Atlee Richardson says, "Veterans Day is a remembrance of those who served our nation, honoring their courage that protect us, the recognition of veterans of their thankfulness and being graciously and carefully protected by these heroes. The feeling of knowing you are protected can't be put into words, just like we can't put in the words how thankful we are for your service." And then 8th grader Preston Thomas said, "Veterans Day is important for us to remember that they serve us and help keep us safe. We need to recognize those that paid the ultimate sacrifice and that made it home and say thank you to them." Thanks to our students for saying a few kind words about Veterans Day this morning. I'd like to welcome back members of our 8th grade band as they perform Fanfare for the Unsung Hero under the direction of Mr. Kyle Hartzog, 8th grade band. Outstanding job, Mr. Hartzog and 8th grade band members. Thank you. At this time, it's my honor to welcome our guest speaker for today. Sergeant Newberry served 8 years from May of 2006 to May of 2014. He's also the father of one of our students, Autumn Newberry, an 8th grader, Sergeant Brandon Newberry. Thank you, appreciate it.
First, I'd like to say thank you to the students and the faculty for having me here today. Veterans Day is about recognizing those who served in the military, people who took an oath to protect and defend this country, writing a blank check for up to and including their own life. It's not about celebrating war, it's about remembering service. It's about honoring their sacrifice. A little bit how I got here today. I was 16 years old on September 11, 2001. I was in gym when I first heard about the first plane. I walked into Spanish class as that second plane hit. I sat there and watched another plane after another. Wasn't long after that, I knew I had to do something. I originally tried joining the Marines at 17. Now for you kids at 17, you still need your parents' permission. She wasn't having it. My mother said no. She wanted me to try a bit of college, so I tried it. Definitely wasn't for me. At the age of 20, on May 3rd, 2006, I left for Marine Corps boot camp. I stood on those yellow steps, scared little kid. It was one of the toughest things I ever did. But it shaped me into the kind of person that I wanted to be. I became stronger, more disciplined, more focused. I didn't just become a Marine. I joined a brotherhood. I joined a family. A family that had each other's backs. I ended up serving multiple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. My job was what we call an assaultman, breaching doors, clearing houses and caves. But I'm not here to tell war stories. That's for later. Most important part of my time in the Marines wasn't about the weaponry. It was about people. I served with men and women who challenged me, pushed me, and stood beside me. And I did the same for those that came after me. We saw courage, loyalty, and sacrifice. We shed our blood, sweat, and tears together, not just on the battlefield, but in everyday life, looking out for each other. Serving in combat taught me what really matters in life. It's not tangible things. It's not the likes and the followers on social media. It's doing what's right, even when it's the hard thing to do. It's showing up. It's serving something bigger than myself. When I left the Marines, I still wasn't done. I spent another 7 years in and out of Afghanistan working for the government. While there, I continued my education. I got my law degree. And yes, in Afghanistan, I got my law degree. After the country fell, I came back and I was lost again. I started up my own law firm, where I now help other veterans, more men and women just like myself, get the benefits that they rightly deserve. I do this because I still believe in serving them. They had my back and I have theirs. Now, you never have to join the military, and that's okay. That's not what Veterans Day is about. It's not trying to make people into soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, whatever the Space Forces call themselves. It's about honoring the people who made sacrifices and learning the values that service represents. You can serve your classmates by being kind. You can serve your family by being dependable. You can serve your future by showing up and doing the best you can every day. When I joined the Marines, I didn't know anything. In fact, looking back, I think I knew little to nothing. But I knew I wanted to be someone this country could count on. I wanted to be somebody that I could be proud of. And I hope each one of you finds your way to be that person. Someone your school, your community, and your future self can be proud of. Veterans Day reminds us that freedom isn't free, and that those who wear the uniform don't just protect us, they inspire us. So today, when you see a veteran, don't just say thank you for your service. Think about what that service means. Think about how you can live your life with the same sense of purpose. Be the kind of person a veteran would be proud to have protected. Because no matter how old you are, no matter where you live, you can lead, you can serve, and you can make a difference. Thank you.
I'll introduce you again and say thanks to him. Thank you once again, Sergeant Newberry. Let's give a hand to Sergeant Newberry one more time. Our final musical piece today will be performed by our middle school choir once again under Mr. Drew Childs. Please enjoy "We Honor You." Thank you, Mr. Childs, and our members of our 8th, 7th, and 6th grade choir. You see why I say I'm proud principal of Tri-West Middle School. We have a lot of talented students here. We have great kids. They're teenagers. They make mistakes, but we have a great community and a great school, so thank you to those individuals. Also, a big thank you to David Yoder. He is doing some live streaming today for us because there are people watching online, so thank you to Mr. Yoder. Craig Calkins on sound, thank you for setting up for today, and again, thanks to Mr. Hartzog, Mr. Childs, and members of our band and choir. Lastly, a huge thanks to all of our veterans again, both here and in person or watching online. We certainly appreciate your service to our country and recognize we would not have the freedoms we have if it were not for the brave men and women who have fought for these freedoms. Let's give our veterans one more last big hand of applause. Thank you. With that said, that does conclude our program. Students, thank you for hanging there with us, behaving, and hopefully you have gained something of value today, obviously on Veterans Day. We are going to release our students first by grade level to get them back to their first period class. I know they're excited to get back to the classroom. So we'll do that first. I think we'll start with our 6th graders walking out here. You're going back to first period for a little bit this morning. 6th grade students and teachers.